Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chantal. So if you're like me and you have a space or an area in your garden which you're really embarrassed about, it's really letting the side down, then this video is for you. I love my garden, but there's a side of it, an aspect of it to the side of the house that I have really neglected. It's really and I thought, you know what, it's time to do something about it. So I just decided one weekend I was going to take some time and spruce it up. Nothing major, but just a few things that have really lifted it up and elevated the space. So I'm hoping that you get some tips. If you have a space that you need to do something with and you don't want to spend a ton of money or a ton of time, hopefully this can help.
If you haven't done already, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press that notification bell for new video releases.
Alright, without further ado, let's get on with it.
Okay, so I wasn't lying when I told you the side of the house is looking bad. I think because I've had issues with the birds who go into the garden bed and they dig out the mulch and put it all over the path. I'm just like, you know what, I can't be bothered with this. But really, no excuse. Got weeds, just got a mess. Look, compared to the front, which is really nice, when you look at the side, it just looks so bad. Anyway, I decided one weekend it was time to sort it out. I'm sick of looking at this space, which I really don't feel good about. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so first thing, I have to clean up these weeds. Just start by really ripping them up. And they're quite soft, so it's quite easy to rip up. But after that, I go over them with a digger just to make sure the roots are out. I want to make sure that when I've sorted this area that I don't get loads of weeds coming through again. So I decide to put a weed mat down. Put that down and then add some soil on the top of that to secure it, and it's also meant to suppress the weeds as well. We'll see. So just flatten that out and then gravel is going to sit on top of that. So I have these old timber treads that I used to use on the other side of the garden, and I decide that I'm going to put them to use on this side. So to lay them, you just got to make sure you have a bit of a flat surface. So I'm digging up some of the soil just so it kind of sits nice and flat. And then I'm going to lay these as a path all the way down the side just to give it a bit of structure. So the gravel's arrived, and I'm pretty much going to put the gravel everywhere where the bark used to be, or the mulch, because it's just going to look a lot tidier than having the bark there. It was just too messy. Alright, next up I'm going to jazz up these really old fences by putting these bamboo panels. I've painted them white and I'm just hoping that it's going to really brighten up the space. Yes, they need securing. A little bit tricky doing it by yourself, but you know what, we got there. I really like how it's looking with the timber treads and the gravel, but I feel like it's so pale. So I found this old stain in the shed and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to warm up that timber, to give it a bit of colour. Yeah, and just to make it look not so pale. So next up, I'm adding some decorative red mulch to the garden bed, and this is basically just to keep the soil here nourished and to suppress the weeds, but also just to add a pop of colour. My husband removed the top of the gate because it was making it look really old and dirty. And then the last thing we did was to water the surface. This gets rid of all the sand and makes it shine. Hey, did you know that Clarke & Co offer virtual interior design services to people all over the world with the aid of video technology? So whether you're a homeowner or a renter or even an Airbnb host, we love helping people to create inspiring spaces that tell a story of who you are, what your passions are, and how you want a space to feel and look. We offer a range of virtual services that provide guidance as well as practical tools that will help you to feel energized, full of ideas, and confident in the next steps to take. If that sounds like something that resonates with you, then use the link to schedule a complimentary 30-minute discovery call, and let's get started. A quick reminder of what the space looked like before and afterwards, totally transformed. So this was nothing major, not a massive garden transformation, but what we did do was just to really neaten up the space and make it look a whole lot better. The panels really brighten the space. I'm really pleased about that. And the gravel and those timber treads just give that structure that it needed. I also love that I now have a beautiful view from the laundry room as well. I think it's so important to think about that when you're designing spaces. So really think about your view and what it is you're going to be looking out to. Alright, so that's it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you soon.